Hello everybody, and welcome back to Astrea. It's time to check out the next character here. We're gonna go with this shark guy, Cellarius the Tide Hammer. The next slightly more complicated character, and like I mentioned, I want to do the sort of default difficulty level on all the characters first here, just to kind of show them off, and then we'll try to beat the harder difficulties after that. So let's go ahead and do this. Got the camera working today, so we'll see if I'm in the way of anything. I'll try and keep an eye out on that. All right, now that you've seen one run, you hopefully have some idea of what's going on. I think we can start with the Black Hole Blessing rather than the regular one. And this character is all about kind of hurting themselves in order to activate things and healing, and give you a general idea of what's going on here. What do we got here? Coral Crown. At the start of each battle, gain one hammerhead will and apply one agony to a random enemy. Hammerhead will. At the end of your turn, gain X in power, increases dice purification value by X. That's quite good. Agony applies doom to enemies. Okay. So this slowly makes you better over the course of battle. It's not... My strategy for this game has generally been to finish battles quickly, so I'm not like super sold on this, but it's interesting. Darkness Shard. Increases purification received by all targets by 1. At the start of each battle, apply 1 paralyzed to... So we draw 1 fewer die on the first turn of battle only. And then we get... we get 1 extra damage on all of our attacks. This is okay. We have a decent amount of... well, I don't think we have any in our starter cards, but a lot of our card awards deal damage multiple times, so this becomes a little bit stronger. And Decayed Core, draw 1 additional die. Start of each battle, apply 1 decay to a random enemy, increase their overcorruption. I think I'll just go with this. Just drawing extra dice is really, really good. And applying decay is not too big of a deal. Go ahead and do that. Some dice. See what kind of strategy we kind of go in for. Okay, so this is some reroll dice. Reroll 2 dice from each target, and then if you reroll any, you heal yourself. This is okay. Idle Jet. Deal 2 purification to an enemy, or, whatever. If they have at least 4 wave, deal additional damage, then decrease wave. So, wave is one of the mechanics on this character. As you can see there at the bottom, when you put wave on an enemy, once they're defeated, they deal damage to all targets. Purification damage. But there's also a lot of ways to use wave in other ways like this, so... it's not just about having to kill them. That said, this dice without any way to create wave yet doesn't seem particularly good. Hammerhead will, that says the thing that relic would have given us, and then it has this lose a heart face on it, which I'm really not a fan of. I might go for this reroll thing. This is from any target, so we can hit enemy dice with it. Rerolling your own stuff can be useful as well at times, and I don't know, it's just a kind of nice generic die to start with. Soothe Mind. Decrease 1 die from your hand with any type of corrupt action to 1 until end of enemy's turn or doom. So this is useful for... we have a couple dice like this where we deal 4 purification to an enemy, for example, and 1 to ourselves, or 2 to ourselves, so we can reduce that to 1. Obviously, on these starter dice, numbers aren't too high, but you do have some others where the number of self-damage is quite a bit higher, so the Soothe thing can be decent. Marine Offering, discard a die, apply 7 wave to the enemy with least corruption. This is a way to apply a lot of wave, which can be useful if you're going for that sort of thing. And a Vendetta Fever, apply 3 Vendetta to any target. Whenever it receives corruption, apply X in power to this creature. Increases corruption received by X. That's pretty terrifying. So you could put that on yourself. And then if you hit yourself with 1 corruption, you take 4 instead, but apply... I'm not sure if you would apply 1 or 4 empower in that case. Probably just 1. Haven't played with Vendetta yet. It seems really, really dangerous. Most enemies deal you corruption damage just about every turn, so taking 3 extra damage. Alright, supplies X. Okay, so you get 3 empower whenever you get hit, regardless of the amount you get hit for, but then you take 3 extra damage from everything. That seems extremely dangerous. I don't think I want to be doing that. Soothe Mind's okay. It doesn't interact with dice we have really yet. I assume this can't hit enemy, right? Yeah. So I think I'm going to skip for now, even though I don't love skipping on this initial dice choice, because I kind of need dice, but we'll make it work. Confirm here if the camera's covering anything up. It looks like we're not covering any critical information. Chill here on the screen for now. Alright, what do we have here? Deal 4 damage to us, not a big deal. So, to go over our abilities quickly, we have this thing which deals 2 purification to all targets, which is quite good. And that's our baseline virtue. Then we have a 2 to anything, 2 rerolls down here, and then the one all the way down here is 4 damage to an enemy twice, which is quite good. But obviously you have to be on 1 health to be able to activate this one. We have a reroll, a 3 and 2, a 2 and 1, a shield. I want to reroll that one. So let's lead on some of these ones that hurt us. Wait, why am I taking extra damage here? Oh, this thing has thorns. Good thing to notice. Good thing to notice. Let's reroll this guy. Okay. So I might want to chill on dealing them individual points of damage then. I also might want to reroll this die. This is like one of the worst results, honestly. Let's reroll that one. Don't want to reroll any of these. That's probably fine. Roll the 4 to self. Okay, that's totally fine. Do this, which will heal us for 1 effectively. Let's deal them 2 more. Steal them 2 more. And then... so I'll just heal myself a bit. Alright. Well... not noticing the thorns. Kind of dumb, but it's okay. Hopefully we'll get some big hits here. Alright, this looks pretty solid. 5 damage. And lead on that. So that'll deal us 4. Okay, so that's kind of perfect, because now we can hit it for 1, deal thorn damage for this, and that'll kill it, although we want to heal to not get killed ourselves here. So I'm not sure. I'll do a reroll to heal. Please. Alright. Kind of a dangerous first fight, to be honest, but got there. Okay, we got Shark Strike, so that's just a big hit while dealing damage to ourselves. These are not bad. Tonic Trance. Decrease all dice from your hand with any type of corrupt. Do 1, ignore doom. Okay. So that's like a better version of that one that we saw before, where this decreases all of them rather than just 1. Shark Overflow. Refresh your virtues, deal 3 to all targets, or 4 to all targets. Deal 4 to yourself, deal 3. The AoEs are dangerous. Refreshing your virtues is quite good, though. The main problem with these, of course, is once we get sentinels, it'll kill our sentinels off. But you know what? I'm kind of interested in trying this out. Maybe we can find a way to mitigate the corruption on this. And refreshing your stuff is pretty darn good. Sea Requiem. I like this. Has big numbers. It can't be that bad, right? The 11 unblockable purification damage to an enemy with 11 or less corruption. Whenever the die is played or discarded, increase the value of all Sea Requiem by 5 for the rest of the battle. Okay, so this is this game's judgment, huh? Where once you get them to this amount of health, you can just kill them. But every time you cycle through this dice, it gets a little bit better. Kind of interesting. Reduction. Decrease 1 die from any target with any type of corrupt to a 1. This can hit enemy dice, which is quite good. Ignores Doom as well. Of course, these other faces are a little bit scary. Then Empower, pretty nice. These other faces are kind of scary. So what was that we just picked? Right, the refresh thing, which doesn't actually work with Empower. Empower only affects our dice, not our powers. I'm pretty interested in reduction. The fact that this can hit enemy dice is kind of a big deal. This one's kind of cool too. Like, I guess if you make a bunch of these, you could maybe do something cool with that, but let's try reduction. It's a nice defensive measure, and then maybe I go for some risky dice. Sure, why not? Devonian Air. Double your Empower. Okay, we're not doing the Empower thing, so that doesn't make sense. Just die from your discard to draw and roll, and then minor damage. That's okay. Quick Strike's pretty insane. 6 or 7 damage plus a dice draw. Of course, the other face is really bad. But you know what? We'll take a risk. We have that reroll die as well. Well, that's our starter minor, but then we have the extra reroll there, so playing with a few more riskier dice is okay. Apply 2 protection draw die, apply 3 protection draw die, it's okay. Deal double purification and corruption next turn, and then this. I might take the defensive light. It's a pretty generic card, but the downside of it's not too bad. Frenzy feels like another one of those strategies that I'm going to be exploring later when I understand the game a little bit better. Oh, I'm seeing now that my camera maybe covers some of these choices here. A bit. Try that. Yeah, because this definitely feels like you can do something busted with it, but I'm not sure if I understand the game well enough to do that yet. So let's go for the generic card here. Another battle. Alright, snail thing, what you got? Okay, so we can decrease something. Any. This is that. So this is just gonna hit me and them for some on each, that's fine. If I reduce this, that'll deal 1, so I deal 4 to myself total. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can get a reroll on this, maybe. Sure. Let's do that. Do again. Reroll this, and not that. Hey, that's pretty good. Any target, same target. Okay, so we're gonna want to hit them with it. Just get that damage dealt, and then we're back up to full health. Pretty nice. And this will, of course, block the damage they're doing to themselves. So that's pretty cool. 4 guaranteed already. Shouldn't be hard to finish this fight off. This thing? Oh, the quick strike, yeah. Okay, sure. I'll reroll that. I don't think it matters what our opponent's doing here. So. Oh, wow, yeah, alright. Now it's easy. Alright, not bad so far. Collect Mass Cleanse. So AoE damage or AoE other type of damage. Inventive, discard dice, deal some damage. Shark, Tornado, plus. Oh, this is all enemies. But it deals a bunch to yourself. So that could be good if we find more of those, like, things that minimize, right? Like the reduction here. Obviously, it's a lot of damage to yourself, but even then, we have a lot of ways to heal and stuff. I'm gonna try it. We're going for a risky build today. Shark Rupture. Deal 1 to an enemy X times, where X is the amount of corruption on your corruption meter. There's only 1 damage, so I guess you need to like have Empower or something to make this good. We're not there yet, so I don't think this is where we want to be. You take another Shark Strike, it's just kind of a generic thing, or you can take a light shield. Big shield with some small damage. That feels okay as well. Alright. As before, I think I'm interested in hitting the Forge Shop, and I don't actually mind getting some more dice, so... do that. Seaquake. Apply wave to all enemies. We're not really doing the wave thing, so I don't think I'm going to be too interested in that. Change the die from your hand to Tier 5. These are really nice to get early. I might pick this one up. Apex Instinct. Gain in power. At the end of your turn, decrease the power. Okay. That's fine, so that lets you basically hit harder for the turn, which is not bad, but... I like getting these early. You can, yeah, you can change the bad faces of your die into a Purify 5 or 4 or 6, which is all pretty decent. Obviously, the downside of this is kind of rough, but that's okay. Brief Song, Empower, increase your virtue. Okay, well, we're not doing Empower, so we don't care. Apply for wave to an enemy, draw a die, and some other stuff. This one's a bit more interesting because it does draw a die as well. But these bad sides are kind of crap. I think we're going to skip over this one. I'm just not that interested in doing the wave thing. It's not bad. I have done it on a previous run, but I feel like you need to really commit to it, and we're just that's not what we're doing this run. So, ooh, Incorruptible could be really sick. 10 damage is also not bad. I don't think I care about this one. Oh. So either Incorruptible or 10 damage. Which dice would I put it on? I could put on the Forge Purify and try to multiply this dice a couple of times to like make my other dice better. Put on Reduction because I wouldn't mind multiplying that one either. Quick Strike is a good one as well. But I'm kind of into the idea of making the Forge Purify thing. It's a dice I want multiple copies of. It sounds like fun. I think Incorruptible is better than 10 damage. They're both good. Replace this. And then we'll try to duplicate that dice when we get the chance. Be the plan. Alright. Go fight a hard battle. That one's got decay on it, so we might want to kill that one first. We do all. Free to me and a wound hex die. Okay. Looks like I rolled kind of poorly here. Do have a reroll. It also heals me for 3, so hit myself first with maybe this. This is the one I'm least care about rerolling, I guess. What do I want to reroll? The reduction's not that big of a deal, right? I guess I'd rather do this. Yeah. Does deal 4 damage to everybody, which is less than ideal, but I think it'll end up being worth it. We'll see, I guess. Just let me activate this to reroll that, and maybe one of theirs here. This one feels like a lot. That. Okay, we gotta minimize. That's nice. Let's start beating you up. How much am I going to heal for? I'm going to full heal, so I don't do any of this myself. I get to go this, plus this, and then minimize, I suppose, that one, because minimizing the one that only does 1 doesn't do anything. Call that a day. This deals 6. Oh, shoot. Well, guess I messed up. That's okay. Yeah, I guess dealing 4 to each of them. Oh, and this one's gonna do it again as well. Jeez. I really messed this one up, huh? Turns out dealing 4 damage to every opponent is maybe not what I want it to be doing. Well, here we are. It's not great, but that's fine. Okay, I do get to change this with this, which I like, so let me do that. And all my powers are active. I mean, that's something. Let's start beating stuff up. Okay. 4 plus... I guess I could do the... Yeah. No, I'll go... so I'll actually hit this. Do both. That'll full heal me and just let me reactivate my thing. Heal, and then... This would heal me, but I don't super want to reroll this. I guess it's fine to reroll that, sure. Why not? It'll be fine. And I screwed this fight up bad, but I think we'll still be okay. It just means we don't get to sacrifice life at the end of the chapter, which is kind of rough, but not the end of the world. Okay. Let's see, I'm 27. Guess rerolling this wouldn't hurt. And deal with 3 to me, 2 to themselves. That's still fine. Yeah, let's do a reroll on this one. And I want to hit them? No, I like theirs, fine. So right now I'm dealing 6 to myself. Not amazing, but let's see what we roll here. It's the same thing, right? 2 to myself. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Can't heal for 1 very easily, because I would like to get down to this virtue. I guess I could heal for 1 with this. Then hurt myself for 4. It's going to be tough to heal all the way back up, but it should be doable, right? So this will hurt me for another 2, so that cancels out that. This I don't have to play, and then I can heal myself for 4 more. Yeah, it should be okay. So let's go heal for 1. Hurt myself for 4. Activate this thing. Now I can even reroll this again if I want. I could reroll this. Currently I'm not even planning to play it, so it's fine. Oh, there we go. 1 to a random target. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now let's do this. And then this. This. And I guess it's fine to hurt myself here, yep. Have to be a little bit careful since we're down to 1 life already. But this should be an easy win. Let's do it with our powers. Alright, well, let's be careful going forward here. Brief songs, that's the one that makes our empower affect our virtues, not something I'm interested in. More wave stuff and anchor push. Which is another, like, this is pretty good if you roll the right sides. But we already have a decent amount of things that are kind of risky with good sides, so I don't think that's something we need. Meditate, deal 3 to yourself, draw, and these are just deal damage for purification to yourself. Deal 2 to yourself for each die in your hand, end your turn without discarding any dice in your hand. Kind of interesting. Don't think it's that good. Re-empower 4 odds. That's big empower numbers, but we're not really doing anything that combos with empower very well. We're not dealing damage multiple times in any of these, so empower is only okay. Meditate If you roll the draw again, it's really good. Otherwise, it's kind of bad, but maybe it's still worth a shot. Sure. Gotta go on. We do have a lot of things that hurt us. So. Starting with battle, apply 3 safeguard to all enemies. They get light shield. That would stop us from hitting them with the AoE. That's kind of nice. When you have 1 heart, deal additional 2. I mean, that would make me way stronger right now. This doesn't do it. So, yeah, you know what? I'll just take the thing that makes me stronger right now. Feels fine. Ooh, look, here's a duplicate. Okay, I'm going to do that over the destroy, I guess. I do think duplicating this is pretty nice. Then I guess, do I just gain 100 shards? I don't really want to recover a heart and kill the bonus we just got, so we'll just hope we can beat the boss on 1 heart. Should be fine if I'm careful. Just really wasn't paying attention in that one fight, so. Okay, we immediately got our draw things. Okay, we can change a face. 6 to all enemies, 6 to yourself. Would activate every single one of my things. And I have big heal in hand. That actually feels fine. Let's see, 2 to all targets, 1 to all targets. Doesn't currently have any shield. It will end up activating this, but that's just an holy miss. I don't care about that too much. Yeah, let's lead on this and activate all our stuff. That feels totally fine to me. Alright. Now, let's hit you for some damage. It's really good with ring as well. This will full heal me? Yes. Alright, sure. I do want to draw the dice. Okay. Now I guess we'll do this. Go ahead and hit them. Do I want to re-roll any of these dice? That's probably fine. Just continue to hit the enemy. Yeah, and it turns out doing 2 more damage is a pretty nice deal. Deal 3 to us, put some mantle on things. Not too big of a deal. We do have 6 block this turn, but shouldn't matter too much. Hope anyway. 4 light shield any target, 5 damage. It's hitting me a bunch. Rolling target. I'd really like to reroll this die, so guess I can lead on that. Okay. Well, changing the good faces isn't quite as exciting as changing the bad faces, but I'll still take it. Changing this minor shield to do 4 damage instead is worth it. Do that. I'm about to take 5 here. I want to play any shield to myself. Probably not worth it overdoing a bunch of damage. Yeah, I think totally fine. Alright, well this should be a pretty easy thing to clean up from here. This ring's going to turn off soon because we're going to go back up to full health, but that's okay. All of this stuff. We do have 5 shield again, so I need to be a little bit careful about that, but I can do this. Right. Easy, easy. Alright, which of these fellas do we want? We got 2 of them with auto turret. Starry doesn't have an auto turret. Ooh, the rerolling one seems pretty nice, actually, since we have all those risky dice. This one just deals much damage, which is whatever. And then Light Shield. Light Shield could be good as well, but I think I like this one. Does a little bit of damage with the auto turret, and then let's reroll. Okay, we got a big wave thing. Forceful Stream. At the end of your turn, you receive 2 corruption. All enemies receive X purification. And they receive additional for each wave. Yeah, this is a really good one for the wave builds as well. I did have this going before. Like, you can see pretty easily, right? If you put 11 wave on an enemy and then do this, they take 16 damage every turn while you take 2. That's a pretty good deal, but... For us, I'm not as excited about it. Deal 3 to an enemy, deal 1 for each wave the enemy has, not affected by Empower. Man, these did not turn out super good. I could take the big wave thing, because, like, in multiple enemies fights, this is still decent, but I honestly think I'm going to skip this, as sad as it is skipping the big die. We got here. At the end of each, no, the start of each battle, excuse me, apply Infinity Boost to all Sentinels. You draw 1 fewer die each turn. Don't think I want to do that. Draw additional dice per turn, add 3 wound hex dice, don't love that. Start of each battle, gain 1 hammerhead will and apply 1 agony to a random enemy. Okay, so this is the thing that gives us some power and then makes them apply doom to themselves. So it makes us hit harder, it makes them hit harder. Is that a thing I'm like super interested in doing? Kind of isn't. Man, am I about to skip a blessing? I really don't want to draw a hex dice. Like, drawing 1 additional die per turn, but starting with 3 hex dice in your pool is not a good deal. This is definitely not a bad deal, because that makes me draw fewer dice. I don't really care about my Sentinel drawing extra dice when I'm drawing less. That does not seem like a good deal. It's really this or nothing. I'm just... The reason I'm worried about this is that sometimes the enemies can just get to a high enough number that they can one-shot you. Whereas, you know, you having a couple extra damage is nice, but the breakpoints just don't work out as well on the attacking side for us. I'm gonna skip. Don't love it. You have a lot of money at least. Like, something. I probably want to go remove a die. Let's get an event also, which is kind of nice. Alright, you found an ancient but imposing planetarium. When you enter, you see only darkness. An ominous voice echoes through the building. To see the celestial sky, you need to forget a memory of there. Lose a random blessing, gain 2 star blessings. That seems good, because I assume that can't touch the black hole blessing, and this azimuth ring doesn't currently do anything, so... Oh, it can lose that one. Well, that's bad. Oh, and the ones I'm getting, I don't get to choose, I just get them. Okay, that was terrible then. Man, this runs off the rails, huh? Gain Soothe Mind 1 Virtue in the leftmost empty slot of your corruption meter. Decrease 1 die with any... well, I mean... that can't go badly, at least. But, man, that was not good. If we lost a ring instead, it would have been excellent, but... I didn't realize that was a 50-50. I thought it was going to take this, because I didn't realize... A star blessing also meant the black hole thing. Okay, well... We live here now, I guess. Let's get rid of some random starter die here. Minor Shield's not too exciting. I do like the reroll this time around. The Invigorating Punch is pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll just get rid of a Minor Shield. And we're somehow drawing less dice. That's not good. Going into this chapter drawing less dice than chapter 1 is really not great. Alright, we got a reroll 2. Is this any target? It is any target. 4 to an enemy, 2 to yourself. Corruptible, okay, 3 to yourself. 4 to all, 4 to yourself. That's really good. We got this thing, which is the minimize thing, right? But it's only for your hand, alright. We got Doom, 1 corruption, Shadow Man. Okay, well. Don't really need to reroll any of my... I guess I could reroll this because the Incorruptible is not that important right now. Maybe bird something to some damage. If I hit the damage side here, it's probably still fine. I guess I could just do the Incorruptible and do a bunch of damage. Yeah, alright. Probably bad, actually. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's try to get you dead, I guess. Shadow Mantle I don't care about. This is... Playing a Doom to me is kind of rude. Maybe I try to reroll him. I guess I could reroll this, see if I draw a die. I did not. No, not my Sentinel. Alright. Well, we got Incorruptible again. I don't know if that's necessarily that good, because we're not doing any damage, but... Alright. 2 Doom? Come on, brother. 1 Corruption, 1 Death Bomb, I don't care about that. I mean, 2 to myself unlocks this, I suppose. I don't really need all that light shield. I think I might reroll this. I don't really care about becoming incorruptible that much. Then... this one? Sure. Really? Hey, alright, fine. Let's do this, and then... this thing had some shield, I guess. Still trying to kill that. And this 2 Doom situation, that's not okay. Doom. One's better. Do I even want to Incorruptible myself? I guess I probably do, because I don't have trouble hurting myself in my turn. Alright. Alright, well that thing's down to 1 at least, so it'll die to the AoE. 6 to any draw. Okay, that's really good. I should probably kill this guy before I get too much Doom, huh? Nice. Alright, let's smack you a draw. What's this? Defensive light. I probably want to reroll that one. So let's see. Do I want to AoE yet? Probably not, because I might want to hurt myself first. So let's reroll the defensive light. Then this is fine. This is fine. This is probably fine. You're gonna be dead. Try to reroll the Doom again. Yeah, I don't care about Shadow Mantles. Roll this too. Okay, I rolled like crap. I could get another reroll though off of this. So let's do that. I guess I could also minimize this if I wanted. Do I want to hurt myself this badly? I'm about to take 3. So I would need to, but I will heal afterwards, so should be okay. I think rerolling this is quite important. I'll keep rerolling this. I could end up being more unlucky, I guess, but yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we'll go for this. Oh. Well, that stinks. Let's hit you. Let's hit you again. And I guess let's minimize you. So I'm thinking 4, which is fine. Man, this fight's kind of rough, but losing my extra dice draw really did make me weaker. Alright, what do we got? Million rerolls. 7 damage, probably not what I want. 6 damage, refresh my virtues. Man, these, this Doom. 4 Doom's a lot. Oh, I don't like it. Hopefully these enemies are low enough that I can kind of figure something out, but... Let's start with this. I definitely want to reroll this one. There really isn't a good face on this one, so... Or, yeah, really just isn't much here. I'm gonna kill this enemy, so I guess I want to reroll this. It's probably fine. 1 and 1, sure. Yeah, I can't hurt myself a small quantity, unfortunately, so have to go for all of this. Let's see, if I do this to myself, can I then kill the enemy by dealing 6? So this would put me here with a shield. So then if I deal 6 to myself, shield, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would activate all of my stuff. Yeah. And then I can deal 8, 10. I can minimize this. Yeah, that should be fine. Corruption is defeated. I need to make sure I don't die to that. So, let's see. I mean, I'm always doing this regardless. So this will hit it for 4. Soothe Mind won't do anything. Over here, if I heal myself for 2, I still die to Death Bomb, actually. Did I re-roll this to do slightly less damage? I mean, maybe, but then does that help me? I guess I could then minimize this one and refresh my stuff. Maybe we'll try some things. Okay. This would deal me 5, which is actually 4, which would let me get to this, which would let me get to this. Is that good enough? Minimize this. I get to use this virtue to heal myself, refresh. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Let me just confirm that this works the way I want. Yep, okay. So we do this, we do this. Go ahead and use this one on myself, I think. The reroll doesn't really matter, so I won't bother with that one. Let's refresh, deal 1. That lets me do this, which gets me to a high enough health total to then do this. Okay. Complicated, but we did it. That wasn't even a hard battle. Oh boy. Alright, Shark Strike, another Forge Purify, and another one of these. Now another Forge Purify. No, I have 2 of them already that are just better. I think it's a pretty easy skip. Guys are uppercut, deal 3, and then if they have wave, you do some stuff. Choose a die, deal 5 to yourself. No. No, I don't think I want any of this either. Let's see. There's an epic shop. Another shop here afterwards. There's a Forge shop. I can do a bunch of duplicating in this shop. I have so much money. So I kind of want to visit the shrine over the epic shop, I think. Means even more money. Alright. Sack a heart. Playing it dangerous. But something. What does this even do again? Right, that. Okay, the shovel one's not bad. Refresh your virtues at the start of battle is really good. And then whenever you are sentinels of corruption to an enemy, apply 2 waves up. Well, that's not a thing we're doing right now, so yeah, I think refresh my virtues is pretty nice. That lets me get some rerolls, do a bunch of damage. Yeah. Then would I rather have balanced or whatever dice? I guess whatever dice. Not likely to add any dice to my pool at this point, but it's worth looking. What is this? Choose a die, deal damage. Okay, deal 10 to any target, gain 1 power. Nope, don't want those. Ooh, the draw 2 is interesting. We can forge some of these bad faces away or just reroll it enough. Drawing dice is really, really excellent. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. And we're gonna go to a hard battle and hope we don't die. Get purified, fool. Alright, what do we got? 10 shield. Forge to a 5. Minor invigorating punch, defensive light. Got a bunch of rerolls. What does this do? Adds some dice to my pool. Okay, don't like that, but it's what it is. I don't really need all this shield, so I could consider rerolling this to try and land on a bad face that I can then forge it into something better. Same here, really, but I guess no reason to do both right now. Yeah, it sounds kind of silly, but it's the long-term play here. Smack you. Smack you. Smack you. 3 light shield, 4 damage. Yeah, I guess putting light shield on them is probably not a terrible idea. Damage, damage, damage. And I guess I'll just hold on to these guys. I guess I already had some shield, but that's fine. I'll heal all this damage very easily, so taking it's not really a big deal. Okay, we gotta reduce, shark blow, meditate, and a minor shield that we want to reroll probably, so do that. Don't reroll any of these other ones in my hand. I could reroll this one at a chance to draw. I could reroll one of theirs. But honestly, straight damage really isn't that bad. Okay, that's good, that's good. So now we can maybe hurt ourselves some more. What does the Blades of Pain do? Whenever you reroll... Oh. Oh, if I'm using the Sentinel to reroll, it's not triggering. That's why it hasn't been. Okay. Well, I should avoid using my reroll virtue then, huh? Let's do this. Oh no, what is this? 3 to yourself. Love it. Let's go to here. I'm about to take 6. I don't really mind taking 6, I guess. As long as I'm at full health. So if I could minimize this, deal myself 2, then get 2 back, yeah. So that's the way to do it. Let's do that again. Okay, we're kind of doing stuff. I guess I could have used this as well, but... Is that actually worth it? No, because I think I want to take the full damage here. That's fine. Activates all my stuff. Alright. What did we get? Hurt myself, hurt myself, hurt myself. A reroll. Okay. Let's lead on this. guess on this thing is the worst one. Hey, there we go. 6 plus draw is pretty nice. I drew a hex dice, which is less nice, but that's alright. Let's go deal some damage. Now, let's see, I get to heal myself. I am forced to play this one. Might end up having to do this reroll just to get the purification. End up rerolling things. It's per dice, right? Yeah, I might want this heal. Guess I'll do this because not. Oh, I can minimize first because I'll get this back anyway. Also, I could minimize this, then go 1 plus 1, and then I get the minimize back anyway. Yeah, that I think makes sense. Go bang, get that back, bang again. Heal you a bunch. Minimize this guy. Oh, this only works on self. Okay, okay. Don't love that. Let's go for reroll and restore then. Think. How do I reroll? I guess I just reroll this and don't play it. They're gonna deal 4. I'm gonna be here. I have to heal myself a little bit more. That seems fine. Alright. Not the greatest, but they're low health, so I think we'll be okay. Just need to find some ways to deal damage. Did I just draw a million hex dice? I sure did. Well, at least I got good faces on them, so can't complain too much about that. Let's go this. Let's go this. So we're doing totally fine on health. Yeah, I guess that's that. Slowly but surely getting there. Okay, auto turrets. I just need 2 damage out of my hand. Hopefully that's doable. I did see... Yeah, I got the Forge Purify here. So it might be worth re-rolling that, see if I can't forge something. Let's draw also. Okay, this deals 1. This deals 2 to myself only. Okay. Yeah, let me do a re-roll on the Purify, and then... I don't know if much else matters. I guess I could re-roll something to try and get a different side to switch, but switching this into a thing is fine. Re-roll this. Am I likely to use this one? Probably not. Let's try it. Okay, that's kind of exactly what we wanted. We get to change a bad side to something good. And that'll give us enough damage to here. We are slowly improving our deck with these forges, so that's kind of nice. Okay, we got another reroll situation. Anchor Judgment. Deal X to an enemy where X is 25% of that enemy's current corruption. Huh. So it hits bosses and stuff really hard. It's not bad. Sharpen Fin. No, don't think I care about that. How much do I care about more rerolls? I guess I have my Sentinel now that can reroll every turn, so I don't think I need more rerolls. I'm gonna try the Judgment. We'll see. His Mind. Okay, Seaquake. Surf. That one, another one of these. Is this from, no, this is from your hand only? Nah, I don't want more from my hand only. I have that power now that does it, so. Doesn't seem as relevant. What we got here? Deal 2 additional, you have 6 corruption. It's good with my powers. Every 8 balance die you play, draw a safe or risky die. Balance is what the green ones, that's not going to happen too often. And the shuffling. I think I'll just take the shuffle cube. It's a little late, I guess, maybe for it to be that good, but I think it's still fine. Alright, I do want to hit the forge shop. Alright, I had an event or more money. I have a lot of money already. It's going to be, what, 200 to copy, then 250, then 300. I can already afford 3 copies if I want to, so let's hit the event. See an old figure carrying a large backpack. It's an elder Noctuan. Cool. He starts speaking. Hello, daring traveler. I see you have a long journey ahead of you. I think I can help you with my dice smith skills, but I need good quality materials to create something fantastic. Destroy 3 non-starter die to gain epic die, or destroy 1 non-starter die for 100 star shards. I have 3 non-starter I'd be willing to destroy. Probably not. For being honest. Do I even have 1 I'm willing to destroy? Kind of don't. Like, I want to get rid of my starter dice, but I don't think I want to dump these other ones. Sorry, Noctuan. Appreciate the offer, though. Alright. Let's do some copying, shall we? So I can improve something and then copy it twice, or I can just copy 3 times. Serendity's not bad. 5 tall targets are just straight up 10 damage. What's my best die currently? I mean, these are still pretty good, especially if I improve on their face. No, I don't think I got that, or that, or that. I want 1,000,000 copies of Forge Purify. I think I'd rather have 2... I think I'd rather have 3 copies of a really insane one than 4 copies of the current version, so... Let's do that. That one's Serenity or 10 damage. Serenity is certainly more than 10 damage on a longer fight, but again, I don't have any way to like deal damage multiple times, so I think just the 10 might be better. I guess 5 to all is also not bad. Maybe that's just the best one, because that heals me as well. Yeah, let's do that. Put that on here. Then we'll go ahead and do that die a couple of times. Twice, I suppose. Alright. Ooh, and we can do some destroying as well. Yeah, let's do that. I need to get rid of some of these crappy starter dice here. With the invigorating... It's either the shark blows or the invigorating punches. I have 3 shark blows. I'm gonna get rid of 1. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. Then we can safe or balanced. I would rather go balanced because I do have to reforge things, so... I don't mind things with a couple of bad faces. Twin Smash is okay. It's just like damage. Deal 1. Any target for each time you received corruption during this battle not affected. Okay. Heal 1, where's the corruption? Let's shuffle these up. Draw. Deal some damage, a couple of bad faces. That's interesting, because the draw 2 is really good, and these can be reforged into something better. Anchor push is pretty crappy. Empower is just gives you an empower, and that has 3 bad faces, and 2 kind of mediocre faces. Go over this one. Timeless, lets you keep dice around. Reduction again. And then rebound. No, I don't care about that. I think I'm going to shuffle. I don't think I need more reduction. Seaquake, Forge Area Purify. Change a die into an Area Purify 1. Shark Madness. Deal 15 to any target. Deal 3 to all targets. That's kind of interesting. If I can reduce it... If I can reduce the AoE damage on it, it could be really good. 15 is a lot of damage. Give it a go. Alright. Then... I guess we'll get our ring active again, huh? Playing it a bit risky here, but that's okay. We get to shuffle these as well, which is kind of fun. If we need to. Zenith Ring. Okay, we've seen that one before, so that's when your corruption meter's almost full. You deal more damage. First draw phase. Draw risky dice first. Okay. Whenever you're a sentinel, deal corruption to an enemy, you receive 3 purification. That's kind of nice with the AoE stuff we have going. Because that will hit enemies, but then also heal us. It'll negate some of that damage. Which is alright. Yeah, it's good with like Shark Madness as well. How good is drawing risky dice first? Let's see. Shark Overflow, Light Shield. Because the problem is the Purify dice aren't risky. I kind of want to draw them together, so I don't think that makes sense. I think I'd try the orb. Not convinced that's good, but it's not that bad at the very least. Alright, what do we got here? Our auto turret's going to be missing a lot of time, unfortunately. That's okay. So this is the fella. Whenever you play a virtue, apply Doom to a random target. That stinks. Never Corruption, which then applies Doom. And then, yeah, so this just slowly gets stronger and stronger depending on how much we use our virtues. Okay, I can purify that. This is certainly good. Lead on this. Drawing extra is never a bad thing. 4 to all enemies, 4 to myself. I guess I could reduce it. What is this? 2 Doom to all sentinels. Jeez. Quite a lot. I want to re-roll that one, actually. Yeah, that's like the worst one they could draw, so... This is... Change a random sentinel. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, I think I will re-roll this one. Okay, re-roll to the same face. Classic, classic. Then we'll forge this. Minimize this. Use it. This for sure. Doom to a random target. If it hits itself, it's bad. If it hits me, it's bad. There's like a 40% chance it's bad. This deals so much damage, though. I'm gonna try it. Oh, I guess it triggers twice, maybe? Well, whatever. That was fine. 12 damage is just too much. I do think I can skip out on the other ones, though. So, just chill here. The 2 Doom to all sentinels is really annoying. Oh, it doesn't include them, it's just my sentinel? Okay, that's not as bad then. Of course, it immediately rolls the 3 corruption, but... What are you gonna do? Okay, change something into Purify 6. Shark Madness. What's their over thing? Corruption to a sentinel, and then his Doom to self. This is quite good. This is you or a sentinel, right? Yeah. It's probably worth doing the reroll on this, honestly. Especially since it's got... Well, I guess that was not that big of a deal, but... Because I can't... Can I forge this? No, I can't. Yeah, I probably will re-roll that. I guess I can also... Can I kill my sentinel here? Not without using the die, so... Alright, let's lead on this. Alright, that heals me for 1,000,000 because I also hit the other enemies. Interesting. How come they're over corruption didn't go up there? What am I missing? Oh, they must have shield. My other things. Okay. In that case, this is definitely worth re-rolling. Doom be damned. I guess before I do that, maybe I want to do this so I don't hurt myself extra. Although I'll probably just convert that, actually. There, okay. That's fine. Wait, it's corruption, not... Okay. 2, all... Yeah, sure, I'll reroll that as well. Okay, applied me a doom, which is annoying, but that's okay. Or forge this 6, which is actually 8. Yeah, this should all be fine. That just does nothing. No, it's gonna do itself. Yeah, that's fine. Making some decent progress here. Really need to find something that'll let me draw extra dice off this boss. Really? Another one? It's literally one phase. It's just rolling it every time. Corruptible. Forge to a 6. And just some minor punches. Not good. Not good. Don't love casting this here. I don't really have a ton of choice. Can't re-roll it or anything. Could make the boss incorruptible, maybe. Yeah, that actually feels fine. Make him incorruptible, then kill my sentinel. We'll trigger both of those, but that... Oh, okay. I'm gonna read that before I did it. And then we'll do this. This and this. Call it a day. Yeah, I'm not getting to use my virtues. It's a little bit annoying. And these sentinels don't really do much when I don't have sentinels, which is kind of nice. Okay, well, let's draw 2. Ooh, reroll, nice. Probably want to reroll this thing. What's this? Tune yourself, okay. If I could reroll this to try and draw another die. That doesn't matter, let's matter, yeah. That's a pretty crappy one. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna have to play it. Just heal me for millions at the very least. Alright, alright. Boss is probably about to go off again. Nope. Alright, come on, deck. Deliver. Well, I get to reroll one of these. The Judgment, not actually that good right now. Though dealing 4 to myself is not particularly what I want to do either. We'll start on this, and yeah, I guess I just... Problem is this has so many bad faces. Yeah, I'll do this reroll. Alright, that heals me for millions. Right. Okay, this deals a lot. It's gonna do some more stuff, but I can do about that. This will just heal me as long as I don't get killed first. So 6. I'd like to get to this and then heal, but I don't think there's any way I can actually do that. So, I guess maybe I minimize this guy. Oh, but that means I have to take the full damage from the other ones. Tricky spot. Definitely a tricky spot. Guess I minimize this one. Can hit any target. I guess hitting these guys isn't really a big deal because this doesn't do anything anymore. So this can go on one of them. This has to go on me. If I do it after this one, I'll be at full health. This is taking me back down to 4, and then I'm taking 6. No, this is to the boss, but I'm still taking 4, so that's too much anyway. Yeah, I think I have to go here. Oh, that was going to heal me as well, so I guess I could have done that slightly differently. Could use this instead of this. I take 1 more damage, but I could deal some damage. Or no, because this deals 4. Yeah, so this is actually fine. Go here, then we'll go here. So I might as well deal some damage while I'm getting Doom stuff going. Yeah, you're corrupted. That's fine. Do I want to use this now? The boss is about to hit me for 5. Actually, when does this thing trigger? It's over corruption by 1 to start of turns. It's actually about to hit me for 6. So I guess I can't use this because I might die. So let's chill. Okay. Getting hit for 6. Does mean I'm more likely to be able to kill because I'll have my big power available. But obviously, it does depend a lot on what I draw. This is 5 tall targets. That's pretty good. Change something to a 5. Okay. Okay, we should be fine then, right? 5 plus 5 is 10. 18. Yeah, this is more. So let's torch this guy. Do this. Do this. Do this. Alright, we made it. Desperately need some dice drawing out of these this black hole blessing. Right, we get another one of these. What do we got here? This one heals me at the end of turn. This one has randomized values, which is kind of neat with the malicious orb, I guess, but it's not really that good. Alright, whatever we got. Decrease the thing, your hand, do some damage. Discard to deal damage, and then the soothe is okay, honestly. It's just to soothe everything. Okay, it doesn't really get that much better as you level it, but good shuffle. Yeah, maybe actually shuffle. This is fine, but it's not that good. Alright, we got all auto turrets here, though this one's weaker than the rest. Apply some shield, convert a die. Oh. Oh, convert's kind of insane. Precision's pretty good too. Choose a face. Yeah, I think I'll take the refractor here. Hurting some of my big AoEs and whatnot is nice. Refresh virtues is great. Light shield tell targets, don't care. Yeah, I'll take the refresh. And come on, extra dice. What we got? Draw an additional Unholy Mist. Draw an additional Gain 2 Doom. Definitely don't want that one. Draw an additional 4 dazed. Your next X drawn dice with any type of Purify or Corrupt, have those changed into random actions. Good shuffle here. This one's okay. Unholy Mist isn't that bad, but love it either. Let's shuffle it up. We're positioned. Stunned. Stun's pretty bad. I want Decay. I think this is the one we actually started with. I'm going to take it back. Alright. Let's see what we can do from here. We have the Broken Shrine. Sentinel Shop. I don't really have enough money for the Sentinel Shop. I wouldn't mind hitting one later, because I would like to upgrade my Sentinels, but... Forge Shop, even with extra money, doesn't do that much. Maybe I'm supposed to just hit the Shrine, because none of these are really that good. It's a little risky to lose a life early, but fine. Good old Punch, don't hate that one. 1 corruption to any target 6 times, not affected by Doom, 5 to all enemies. If I had more things that cared about me dealing corruption to an enemy, like this full heals me, which is kind of nice, but... Oh, is this worth it? Doesn't really feel like it. Surf, Shark Strike, bigger Shark Strike. Massive Shark Strike's interesting. I have this to sometimes convert stuff. I have ways to minimize as well. Go. Deal 40 damage. Lose a heart. Okay, don't really love that. No, none of these are what I want, I don't think. Wave stuff, shield stuff, Big Purify. Big Purify gives me something else to convert. I actually don't mind that. Alright. We also gain 100 star shards. It's not totally crazy. Like I said, I do want to hit a Sentinel Shop. I don't know if I want to hit the one at the very end, because a Forge Shop or an Epic Shop might be nicer. Although if I'm spending all my money, then yeah, maybe I can just aim for the one at the very end. Yeah, you know what? We'll play it a bit safer here. Gain 100 star shards for battle. This is the Chrysalis thing. It has thorns. Okay, that's fine. Alright, you gain Serenity every time you hit it. Okay. 2 damage, reroll. 5 to yourself is a little rough, but I can minimize that. Light Shield wants to get rerolled. This is fine. Oh, I guess I can forge this instead of rerolling it. Let's do that. Then let's minimize this one. Let's see. Could reroll this because it has a chance to land on something just strictly better. Let's see. You can hit thorns. That's fine. I guess maybe I could have rerolled that as well. Didn't think about that. I'm thinking thorns every time I hit. Boy. So if I hit myself for 5, I'm actually hitting myself for 6. This can be used to heal me. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Yeah. That actually feels fine. Although I guess I have to use some other stuff first and heal back. It's a wee bit complicated with thorns. I think I want to do this. Even though it deals me some... Oh, I should have maybe done this first. Complicated. Do this, then full heal myself, then do this. Yeah. Full heal. Then I go down to 1, but then I heal myself some more. I will end up re-rolling this. So we'll just do it now. Okay. Right, it's all enemies. That's fine. Now let's just be careful not to kill myself. But go here, which will bring me up by 1. Actually, no, I guess I can't use that one first because yeah, it doesn't quite work. So okay, let's do this. Then I guess I can heal myself for 2, then use this and be back down low. Okay. I guess that's all I have. Two auto turrets are helping out with Serenity business as well, which is nice. We have a convert and a reroll. This 4 to any target, unforgeable. 5 to all targets is really good. Oh, this is unforgeable, so I can't do this on it. That's slightly annoying. I can re-roll this. Convert this, maybe. Well, forge it, I mean. So now if I hit it once, that'll let me activate this virtue, and then I can do like a full heal. So let's do that. Yeah, then I'll heal all the way up, I think. Well, not quite all the way, I suppose. Do I want to reroll any of this? Invigorating Punch. I guess this one. I'll get this back anyway. I don't need the convert right now. That. Okay, some damage. That's good. It's 3 to yourself. Okay. Let's go ahead and whack. Do this first, then heal, then whack. That'll unlock this again. Yeah. Bang, bang, and bang. Alright. Should be pretty easy to finish from here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, not the most exciting draws in the world. I got a million redraws, or re-rolls rather. Oh, this is a refresh my virtues. Okay, that is certainly going to help. Let's lead on this. Yeah, 4 damage and a reduction. Okay. I guess reduction's about as good as it gets on that end. Let's hit you. Let's hit you. Let's hit you. Let's refresh my virtues. And start hitting you some more. And that's probably just going to be enough damage. Alright. Easy fight. Okay. Some shards. Restoration Light Shield is this. Deal 2 to an enemy. Empower's better. Don't need that. See Requiem. No. Psychic Blow's interesting. Ooh, Uber Shark Typhoon, huh? 9 to all enemies, 12 to yourself. The thing is, if you can minimize this, it's not bad. I only have the power, really. Or I guess if I don't actually know if I can convert this. I think I can. Give it a go. Wave Crasher, do some wave stuff. To die, deal 5 to yourself. Nope, don't want any of that. Just an AoE. Not that exciting. Ooh, another refresh. I really do like these a lot. My deck's getting kind of big. Probably shouldn't be taking that. Yeah, let's skip. We got, what is this, lamp? Redo hex die? Nope. Whenever your sentinel deal corruption to an enemy, apply 1 light shield. Okay, that's fine. Every 12 risky die you play, apply incorruptible. Now that's not bad. I have 10 risky dice in my pools. This will happen some amount of the time. I draw 5 a turn. So it'll take on average like 4 turns probably for this to happen. But it is good. 12 risky dice. I have 10 in my pool of 26. I guess I have to like go through my entire pool more than once. No, actually that's not very good. Let's shuffle again. 8 balance. Every 5 turns gain incorruptible. Whenever an enemy dies, reroll. That I like. I have a decent amount of rerolling, so it's a nice way to get some free damage. Right, more risky dice. I guess I want to end up in the Sentinel shop, and I probably want to go through the event because I don't really care about safe dice. We'll go here. Again, I probably shouldn't be adding too many dice at this point anyway. Green offering, tonic trance, purify. I have to find something really good to take. Something here. Indigo Soul's interesting, but don't think I want it still. I'll just skip these. That's fine. Let's see what the event is. Oh, one of these. It's wait, I'm at full hearts. We risk it all. We'll go down to 1, activate our ring for the final fight. Draw risky dice first. Whenever you do corruption, gain a light shield for each die. No, I don't think these are very exciting. 30 dice, 6 corruption, every 5 turns. You know what? Sure. Is that even good? I'm not sure, but go for it. Oh, there's more level left than I thought. I actually wanted to go to this Sentinel shop, which I guess means I can do the destroy a die here. Or I can just get better Sentinels now. Maybe hit a forge shop or something later. Which die would I destroy? The reroll's gotten better. Guess it's like minor invigorating punch or something. Yeah, alright. That's probably fine. Get rid of one of these. Hope we don't lose a life here. Oh, it's this fella. Alright. This one really isn't too bad most of the time. So I feel relatively safe here. We just have to deal it 26 damage every turn, basically. Well, drawing a quick strike certainly helps with that. What is this? How does this even work on infinite health enemy? They'll deal infinity damage, right? It sure did. Nice. Cool. Well, infinite damage is not bad. I guess I can just stop here then. Save all of my refreshed virtues for later. Don't need to do any of this stuff. Fun! Alright. Some more auto-turreting. A forge here. Some rerolls. Okay, well this one... Oh, it's only 8. Well, that's still good though to minimize, so... Let's do that. Let's see. I do want to forge something. Either the meditate or this shield. I guess the shield is like... gonna give me a paralyzed hex die. That's kind of gross. I would like to not have that happen. Let's reroll that. This. No, I don't really need to convert. I guess the meditate. Or in a stun. Can't reroll dice. That's okay. I don't mind that one as much. They're currently doing 4, so I can go 2 plus 2. Then 0. Right. Oh, did not apply me the reroll debuff? Just about that. Okay. Let's forge this one. Paralyzed. Paralyzed is annoying too, but it's okay. This would kill one of my guys, which I don't love. But it may become necessary. I could reroll this and see if the convert works how I want if I get the convert. Oh, I got 1 damage. Do it again. Do I want to reroll this? Paralyzed sucks. Plus I did some damage, so... Come on, really. Silence. Silence is also bad. Do. If I do some of this other stuff, I could use my virtues, I guess, but you know what? It's fine. We'll just do this. And that lets me save my virtues for later. Oh wait, I can't use my virtues next turn because I'm doing silence. Well, I should have just used my virtues. That's what it is. End to the enemy, 5 to myself. Ooh, this is not the best draw. Wait, it's letting me use these? Oh, because refresh beats silence. That's right. Well, that's fine then. Okay, so if I deal 10 more, and then... Gotta reroll some of this stuff. Reroll this forge. Okay, not what I was hoping to see, gonna be honest. I think I can survive this, but... Oh wait, I can use this on the enemy, right? Oh yeah, that makes him do an AoE thing. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I forgot he has this overcorrupt that deals damage, so... We're actually just fine. Alright. That's good. Yeah, I've never had trouble with this shark fight. Just have 4 turns to kill him. I probably should have explained this fight more, because I don't think we've encountered this on a stream before, but hopefully he figured it out. He dies after 4 turns. You just have to make sure he doesn't kill you. Uppercut, inventive, big boy cleave, huh? No, like I said, I need something really good to want it at this point. These just really aren't it. Increase all dice from your hand. That one's maybe a bit more interesting, but I usually can get away with just doing 1 die. Or Forge Purify, Big Wave. Nope. Don't need any of that. What we got here? Whenever enemy gains overcorrupted, you gain Empower for a turn. Safe and starter die purification. It's kind of funny because I actually have... Well, I guess I don't have that much. Let's shuffle it up. Whenever you deal 2 corruption to an enemy in a single action, decrease all dice from your hand. That's actually interesting. At the start of power, or at the start of each battle, gain 2 empower, and then you lose it. Whenever you deal corruption damage to an enemy, that I'm actually kind of into. Alright, and now we're gonna head for the Sentinel shop just through all this money. Finally improve my sentinels. Let's see what we can do. I could buy new ones as well. These come at level 2. Okay, we got a reducer and a guardian. The reducer is interesting. If I were to upgrade... Yeah, I definitely want to keep the reroll guy. I think the convert guy will be good. I just need more converts on them, but that's not coming for a while, I guess. Currently level 1. You get an extra convert at level 4. This one is currently level 1. All he gets is just more rerolls, which isn't actually that interesting. So it'll be 150, then 200, then I think 250. I have enough for that. 200 plus 250, 450. Yeah, I actually think I do. Alright, let's give it a shot. We'll just uber level the refractor here. And if the convert doesn't work the way I want it to work, then that'll be a sad day. Yes. Alright. Go lose one more heart. Reactivate our azimuth ring. And hope we can beat the final boss. It's double fishies whenever you wave. That's kind of fun, but... Start of each battle, gain 1 in power for each 6 risky dice in your pool. So you just gain in power. Not bad, honestly. I'll take this. It just means I deal 1 more damage with everything. It's not like a massive buff, but... not bad. It's very... 6. Didn't I have 12 risky die? No, I have 10. Create balance, no. At the end of your draw phase, you can reroll. That one's pretty good, actually. And then draw 1 on this first turn. I'd rather have rerolls every turn or 1 extra die on the first turn. I guess since we're going into a boss, it's going to be a longer fight. The Aurora's probably better. I think in a lot of fights, just the 1 extra die is better, but here, this will be nice. Yeah, we've seen this boss before, I think. I think we saw this last time, where it... maybe not. Anyway, it deals damage to a random target that increases the thing. We have a convert and a reroll. That's bad. Oh, that would actually be a sick one to hit. Did hit refresh, but I think I'm still gonna roll this. Okay, that's pretty good. We got a draw 2, which is obviously nice. And about to go full. I got it. Refresh my virtues, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the big question is, can I convert this? I can. Okay, so now this is deal 13 to an enemy and 7 healing to yourself, which becomes pretty good, I would say. Oh yeah, I want to reroll this judgment over and over until I hit what I want, because it's going to deal a ton of damage. So let's keep re-rolling this one. What else do I want to re-roll? Any of these enemy ones? 2 to the boss. Not too worried about that one. Format, yeah, I don't actually want to re-roll the boss. I guess if I re-roll this one, it kills it, so... it's kind of nice. Man. Can't hit that to save my life. Alright, well that's okay. Let's use my stuff and then refresh. So, smack you a bit. I guess I may as well do this. Doesn't really help that much, but I'm about to refresh my virtues, so like no real harm in it either. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can reroll this one too. No, why? Man, that would have been sweet. Oh well, it is what it is. Deal one to myself. Do that. Just smash the boss a million times. I guess I could chill. This is refreshed. I don't have to use it this turn. I will use this one because that might reactivate. Not a bad start, to be honest. Okay, that did reactivate, so good that we did that. Alright, what have we got here? Okay, this is another good one to convert. Ooh, this is a good one too. I think I'm happy with this result. We'll convert. So I have the convert and the minimize. I guess I'd rather convert this one then. We'll just minimize this one. Supply torment to yourself. Fine. Don't really need any of these re-rolls, so let's beat up the boss a bit. Maybe done this at some point. That's fine. I guess I can do it both of these now to reactivate this before I refresh. Unless I want to convert something. I can convert this reroll maybe. It's the last fight, so it doesn't really matter. Bang. Yeah, sure. That. Heal you 5. Refresh. Bang. And go bang. And I'll hold on to these 3 for later. Seems like we're winning this fight pretty easily. Helps to, yeah, the azimuth ring ended up doing a lot more than I thought it would. Alright. This, we can convert again. Quick strike, I do want to re-roll. And then this, I do want to re-roll. This is a good roll, though. I want to re-roll this hand. We got 1 good one and 2 bad ones. But this is a really good one. And I can kind of minimize these others. I think it's fine. So I do have to re-roll here as well. And 1 off of my sentinel. Okay, those are both trash. 6 myself. 4 to myself. I could not convert this and reactivate a bunch of stuff. Honestly, not that bad. Let's do another reroll for now. This one would be really nice because it draws an extra dice. Alright. Play a little bit greedy. You know. Let's hit. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to deal 6 to myself so I can reactivate this stuff. And we'll figure out how to heal later. Is that crazy? That might be crazy. I guess I could do it this way. Deal myself damage with these things, which would reactivate more stuff. Yeah, maybe that's actually better, and I'll convert this. So, myself, hit you, hit you. Now hit myself for 4. We convert this, so that full heals me. Boss, boss, hit the boss, hit the boss. And do I want to reroll this? Probably do, actually. Deals damage and less threatening. Alright, should move from there quite easily. Find here. This. I will hit the enemy. All right, not bad at all. Corruption purified. There's this character. We did lose those 2 hearts right away early. That was something. Didn't get a level up because the character's already a bit higher level. So that's a run with them. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly had fun. If you did, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the good YouTube buttons that do help me out. That will do it for now. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video.